What's up, guys? We have our first trade on draft day on the NHL 22 draft. That's taking place in Montreal today. That we will be attending tonight. But the Rangers and the Colorado Avalanche make a deal with each other, where you have the Rangers acquiring the 97th pick and 161st pick from the Colorado Avalanche, and a third round pick, where Alexandar Georgiev, the backup of the Rangers goalie, or ex backup goalie of the Rangers, has been sent to Colorado, who so happens to be a restricted free agent. Well, this is a very interesting deal, of course, because Darcy Kemper is a UFA who has announced, or the team has announced, that Darcy Kemper is hitting the market. So he will test the UFA market come July 13, meaning Gorgiev will be a 1A and 1B goaltender with Pavel Francouz. So that's very interesting to see that they're going that route. Colorado proved that they don't need a bona fide franchise starting goaltender, and they did it. They proved everyone wrong. They beat Tampa Bay. So it looks like they're going that route again, where they're going with a 1A, 1B, even though Darcy Kemper was the better goaltender between him and Frank Coots. So it's very impressive that the New York Rangers get three picks for Georgiev, as the asking price was very high. We do know that they wanted a high draft pick and a top prospect. That didn't get that, unfortunately, but they still got a very hefty return from the Colorado Avalanche, who only have two draft picks in the 2022 NHL draft. So it's very interesting to see that they're taking a chance on Georgiev, as he hasn't played that many games in the last 5 seasons. He only played 129 games, where he won 58 and lost 48. 11 games went into overtime. And, his save percentage is not bad, but in terms of a contract, what can Georgiev realistically get? Well, because he's not a proven number one goaltender and he played as a backup, I would say that his range would be to the $3 to $4 million range, which is affordable for Colorado, who has to sign UFAs like Nazem Kadri, Burakovsky. They also have restricted free agent Lehkonen as well. They just re-signed Colliano not so long ago. So, I mean, that's going to take up a lot of cap space. And some of those guys aren't going to come cheap. They're going to come pretty expensive. So, as I'm looking right now, that his goals against average is 2.94 and his save percentage is 0.908. So, I mean, not bad whatsoever, but he did struggle for the most part with the Rangers as a backup goalie. So, it's interesting to see what he's capable of doing with the Colorado Avalanche in this situation where. It's easy to predict that he will be a 1A, 1B situation unless Georgiev really elevates his game and becomes a starting goaltender, a bona fide starting goaltender. Um, just looking at the information right now, that teams that are interested in Darcy Kemper are the Washington Capitals for one, the Edmonton Oilers, and the Toronto Maple Leafs. So that's something to look at as well come July 31st. Essentially, to break it down, because I know we do have the 97 pick and 161st pick. The 97 pick is in the third round, and the 161st pick is in the fifth round. According to Darren Drager, teams are responding to Kemper's availability. So the belief is that he's trying to fetch a free agent contract similar to Grubauer, who is the ex goaltender of the Colorado Avalanche, who signed with the Seattle Kraken, a 6-year deal with Seattle, averaging 5.9 million per year. So, I mean, it seems like Darcy Kemper is going to take his ring and go elsewhere and capitalize on his Stanley Cup win. So, guys, write in the comment section below, who do you think wins this trade? There's really not much to break down here since it's just draft picks and we don't know who the Rangers will draft with this draft pick. But honestly, this is a fair trade for both sides. Georgiev is going to go to Colorado. He did ask for a trade last year, and finally that trade was met. And they got it done, with the New York Rangers. There was talk that the Montreal Canadiens were at one point in the conversation, also Edmonton Oilers, but that never happened. I guess talks fell through at the deadline. And there you have it. 1A, 1B situation for Colorado heading into next season. And in terms of the draft picks, it really depends on who the New York Rangers draft with those picks. Again, it's very, it's always, I mean, the lower that you pick, the likeliness of making the NHL is not that high. So maybe they do get a steal with their 2 third round picks and their 5th round pick. We shall see what happens there. But the Brinket has been traded, and I will be covering that right after this video, guys. So don't don't wait too long on me for that, and make sure to write that in the comment section below. Who wins this deal? For my, like I was saying before, it's an even deal. Some people are saying the Rangers won because Georgiev is not a proven goaltender, but we'll see what happens there. And let's answer one question here by Anthony Manzano. Can you see the Panthers trading Bob to a team that needs a goaltender, possibly Toronto? Uh, Realistically, there's been rumors that Bobrovsky's contract would have to be retained 50% for a deal to happen. So we'll see what happens. There has been interest by the Washington Capitals, who has a very unique situation on their hands where both their goaltenders are restricted free agents, and it seems like one of them is going to have to walk out. And my best bet would be um, my best bet would be Samsonov. I think I would keep Vanacek over Samsonov, but people rather have Samsonov over Vanacek. So we'll see what happens. But there's rumors that Bobrovsky might indeed get traded. Anyways, guys, that's it for me. We're going to be covering the DeBrincat trade up next. And make sure to like this video. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and share this to any New York Ranger fans or Colorado fans. And obviously, give your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you so much, guys. We'll see you on the next episode.